Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Shrimp Nation. I hope you all are doing well. I'm so happy to be here. We're on our podcast episode 3, which is crazy to say. So sorry if you guys hear any background noise. My brother's gaming and my AC is on like full blast. It's pretty hot. I got my earbuds in, trying to noise cancel myself so I could focus. Also got my ADHD device. I want to show you guys. It's from Five Below, non-sponsored, but it's really cute and cool. Look at this little guy. See if it'll focus. He's just a little guy, and guess what he can do? Bow, 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 bow. Want a piece of me? You want some? Hey, 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 hey. Okay. It's also a... I don't know if it's actually... Oh, it's also a pen, by the way. Can't imagine having this in school as a kid. Yo, this would have went hard though. Maybe I could have focused. I'm diagnosed ADHD my whole life, but this, I used to have pens and click them. They would always take away my pens. And it's also like a squishy. Not really that squishy, but it feels like an eraser material. I'd probably break this in a day though, honestly. If I was like still a kid. Try not to annoy you guys too much with it on stream, honestly. Not stream. I keep calling this stream. It feels like a stream because I am doing it like a stream. I kind of wanted to give the stream vibe. Anyways, I have some topics to continue. We're just gonna keep that trend going. I'm gonna put I forgot to put the hour timer. I mean, what difference does it make anyways, considering I always go over an hour? But hey, at least I can kind of keep on track. In a way, I don't know, just like looking at it so I can panic a little bit more, talk a little bit faster. I got my tea with me because it's afternoon and getting a little bit eepy, just that time of day. I'm recording this on Sunday, so y'all gonna see this tomorrow morning. I have been gardening for a little bit, which makes me feel nice. It helps my anxiety a little bit. Good to be out in the sun. I haven't really been out in the sun. I've been a little bit depressed like all summer, which never really happens. I usually get seasonal depression in the wintertime. Been a little bit depressed because like, you know, my third space or like my safe space that gets me out of the house is gardening, and I always look forward to that all year. And my greenhouse broke. Devastatingly broke. And my grandpa, when I came back from vacation in May, just like threw it out instead of me fixing it, which I fixed a few times when it's broken. I invested a bunch of money and time into it, and it kind of just broke my heart because it killed like a lot of plants that come back every year, which made me sad because the weather change. It was a little bit colder in the beginning of the summer, but also just like, you know, I didn't want to like replant any more seeds because like I can control the temperature. Like I've gardened in the ground before, and like it's hard for me to garden in the ground where I live because the family I live with get annoyed by it, so that's why I got the greenhouse. They wanted a non-permanent structure, so I'm doing it in and out of pots. When the seedlings get big, I transfer them into bigger and bigger pots until like the pots are like this big, like every year, and then some of them I leave that come back every year, which is nice. But yeah, so like what I have right now is basil because like the seeds drop into the pot and then like regrow, which is nice. Same thing with cilantro, that does the same thing. My lavender just is the same plant. It comes back, but one of my plants died, and my lavender plant's like 3 or 4 years old, and it's like this big now. So it kind of was heartbreaking that one died. Another thing that was heartbreaking that died was the greenhouse broke, and the weather was cold. It was my sage, which is like 4 years old, which was also this big, and it looks like a bonsai tree with how like it was growing, and it's super thick and beautiful. And that's gone, and I think it hurts more because I grew them from seeds. Like literally, like I got the seed packets and grew them. And like I know you could just buy plants from the store, and I'm not saying that's cheating at all, but like to like grow a plant from seed, I feel like it's just like giving birth to a baby. Even though I'm not a mom, I can't. That's a bad comparison. I'm sorry, don't come for me. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you're literally nourishing it and giving it time and watching it grow and feeding it and giving it love and caring for it. And like watching it grow up, like, and getting big and strong, just like you would a baby, and then it's just like gone. just heartbroken. Corazón. Yeah, so I was just outside. Like, I have roses that like my grandma planted when my mom was born. So it's very, I'm not gonna say very old because my mom would get upset. So I can't say her age, but it's definitely older than me. So you take my age and double it. I think that's about how old the rose bush is. But I could be wrong. So just, hey, sorry. I hope my mom doesn't watch these either because some of the stuff I talk about is very personal. I haven't talked to her about, and I don't feel like comfortable. Like, she doesn't know about like my streaming stuff, like my internet presence at all. I just feel like she doesn't need to see that side of me, and it's not like I'm living two lives, but sometimes I feel like I am Hannah Montana, even with the wigs, actually. Which I'm not wearing yet. I just I wanted to like you know, like wash them and style them, and I just haven't had the time to do that with my busy schedule. Again, anyways, yeah, so I watered the roses and I found this weed growing by the roses that I pulled out, but I think it might be a tree. I looked it up and it says it's mulberry tree. Super deep rooted, so I don't think it's a weed. I planted it and I was like, fuck it, we're gonna plant it. Hopefully it survives. Now I just tore it out of its semi-home, but I just didn't want it to choke out the rose bush. And which the rose bush is like a tree. It's over 6 feet tall, maybe 7 feet tall, because it's just like 4 or 5 long branches. It's like long stem roses. It's really nice. You guys can see some pictures on my Instagram. But what else is growing in my garden? I have green onions that have been growing for like 4 years that I'm just like cutting the tops off. They're literally like this long, no exaggeration. I made a TikTok about it like a couple years ago. I gotta just take pictures of it because it's just like insane. I did like comparison to like my arm size and stuff. And like every summer I'll just make some scallion pancakes and you chop it up, dry it out, put it for my like omelets and stuff, which is nice. And I usually like grow like 40 vegetables and fruits, herbs, or more like in the greenhouse. So that's why it's a little bit devastating that I have like 10 plants, give or take. But what's something that's cool is I bought snapdragons from the store, I think last year, and they're multicolored, and I was devastated because they got burnt up in the sun, but I didn't pull them because I know like their little skeleton they leave, it looks cool. It has seeds in them, so the seeds dropped into the pot next to it, not even its own pot, where my mom's basil was growing because she has a separate basil that she brought from Florida when she moved here. And like both pots started growing basil and snapdragons together. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, I couldn't even do this if I tried. If I wanted to put 2 seeds in the same pot, they'd choke each other out, like fight each other to the death. And now I have 2 pots with both snapdragon flowers and basil, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I don't know if this is a newfound discovery. They're known to like hang out together. I never plant flowers and vegetables or herbs together in the same pots because I'm doing it in a greenhouse, you know, in pots. If it was in like a garden bed, it'd be different. But what I do, I put them next to each other because it helps bring in like bees and butterflies to help pollinate everything. So like, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, I had watermelon and cantaloupe, and everyone's like, you can't grow watermelon and cantaloupe. What are you, crazy? Granted, they were this small, but they were really sweet and flavorful. So it was nice. I grow like zucchini, like yellow squash, and pumpkins, sunflowers, and hot bees, flowers, and literally every herb that you can think of. I've grown like every summer. And a bunch of vegetables. My favorite is to grow like beets and radish just because I like pulling them up and I feel like very Harry Potter, like it's a mandrake every time I pull them up, and sometimes I pull them up too early and I put them back down and just put more dirt over it and they're fine and they keep growing. It's cool. Anyways, summer is like nearing end and it's been feeling like fall like in New York this past week, and it kind of just, I think, like shot my disassociation. Like I was kind of I disassociate a lot. I have to figure out a way to stop doing that. That's like my main goal. But yeah, that kind of just snapped me out of my disassociation. I was like, yo, I spent this whole summer just being upset, and I could have just planted stuff and stopped being like depressed about it. Like I could have just planted stuff like out in the sun. Like God gave us this earth. Like why am I just taking taking it for granted? Like what the heck? So it's too late. I could try to grow pumpkins now. It might be too late though anyways, because it's August. Like 2 months until like cold snap. Who knows? I mean, like it's kind of been weird, like the way like the weather has been, and that's why I like kind of like the controlled environment of the greenhouse. Because if the cold snap happened, like when I was growing my weed, that's another thing I was upset I couldn't grow this year. At least like I can have weed grow until like November, December, which is nice, and I'd start the seeds like in April when it's cold still. Anyways. I appreciate everyone who came back. Shout out to everybody who has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscribes and likes. I appreciate it. Keep on doing that. It pushes out the content more. So thank you guys so much for that. Also, I made a TikTok account, so I'm now posting clips of my podcast on, which is nice because I can schedule them. I don't have to worry about it. I check in on it, every few days, which is nice. And I'm getting pretty good viewership, more than my actual Twitch stream clips. So it makes me feel good because it's like, the reason why I started this podcast, I've said it already, but it's to help people, it's to help myself, but also to help get growth in other ways on social media platforms. And I feel like being on Twitch is very limiting. And like I said, a couple podcasts ago, like either 2 podcasts ago or last podcast, like I want to be a Twitch partner. That's my main goal. But also I do want to be a content creator in a sense that I want to show like aspects of my life that sometimes I can't show on Twitch. So that's why I'm doing this. But I also feel like it could be my ADHD, but it just could be me that like there's so many parts of me that I want to share with the world that I may not be able to express in my daily life. But at least I can show you guys, or that even if I can show them my daily life, I just want to be able to make content in different ways. And I think that just circles back to me being a variety streamer. I like being able to not limit myself. My whole life have been not limiting myself with dreaming on what I wanted to dream and achieving what I have achieved. So why would I do the same thing with content creation? Why would I do the same thing with Twitch? So I know I'm a Twitch streamer, but I'm going to start calling myself a content creator because that's just who I am. Now, do I want to be influencer? No. Do I want brand deals? Yes. Anybody who's watching that can give me a brand deal, hit my line. Have my business email. Not allergic, the number 2 shrimp@gmail.com if anyone wants to send me some business offers. With that being said, if I don't make any money from this podcast, it's okay. I at first was like thinking I wanted to do a Patreon, and I know I mentioned it. I tried to create it, set up everything. I wanted to do like cooking content on there. And then I was like, I'm doing all this work to do like a paywall for cooking content, other bonus gaming content, like other stuff that I wanted to showcase to you guys. And then I was like, I'm spreading myself too thin. I'm doing too much because I have 2 TikTok pages going, one with clips and then other ones I'm trying to do other content creation on. And then I have 2 Instagrams that I'm doing my best to keep up with. And then I have 2 YouTube channels that I'm doing clips and the podcast. And I'm making new emotes on my Twitch stream. I'm just going through my Twitch VODs, and I'm full-time content creator, like all day long. And I didn't realize how much I was doing, even though I know like I'm doing so much on top of all my doctor's appointments and everything else that's been going on in my daily life. So yes, I did make the Patreon. If anyone wants to follow me on there, please, you're more than welcome. It's Not Allergic to Shrimp or Shrimp Fried Rice Podcast. I don't actually remember. I know I changed it twice. Because at first I was like, it's just going to be the podcast Patreon. And I separated my podcast from my Twitch page because I wanted to reach broader audiences. I have nothing associated with these two accounts other than me just being transparent with you guys and my socials. But I don't want it to be in my link tree in my Twitch bio because if you guys find me from my Twitch, thank you. But like, I'm not trying to like coincide them until like I get more growth. I just feel like sometimes the algorithms are weird, and that's why I started a whole new YouTube channel, because I'm like, sometimes I feel like when I'm posting clips on YouTube shorts and my VODs, sometimes I get like a couple thousand views, and then sometimes I'll get none. And I'm like, that's so weird with the algorithm. And then I'm like, maybe it's because I'm a variety streamer. I change up what I play. It could be something like that, and it can't figure out what algorithm it can put me in. And that's okay. Like, it needs to reach audiences somehow. And with the podcast, it's just one audience. Podcasting is very generalized, and the only thing that, you know, would change who it's being pushed out to is whatever hashtags I think I use in it. And I think that's it. So hopefully people find me, which I know some of you have, and thank you. I have my tea here, so if you guys see me sipping on my tea, I just need my energy boost. I got my Star Wars cup. You already know. But I feel good about it. And like I was saying, like, I've always wanted to help people. This is why, like, I volunteered so much in my life. Not just with the fire department, but I volunteered a lot, like, in my childhood and, like, early adulthood as well. But I just like helping people. So if this can just help people, even if it can't make money, that's fine. And also, like I was saying, I didn't finish my sentence, I don't think. I want to showcase different parts of me to everybody, because I don't want to limit myself, and I want to be able to make different content. I want to be able to make cooking content. I want to be able to make gaming content. I want to be able to talk to you guys about my personal life, and in a space that I feel the most comfortable and what I feel comfortable talking about. Now, I know a lot of people aren't that open online, and some people are too open online. I'm not here to judge. I'm just going to take it day by day and open up to you guys with what I feel comfortable with, because this is all a learning experience for me. And I may open up about more deeper things later on or sooner on. It just depends on what I'm comfortable with, and just like I think it's like situational. Like last episode, it was pretty deep. I apologize for crying, but I'm also not sorry at the same time. Like, that was very much raw emotion. That was like very, very vulnerable. I've never been that vulnerable on Twitch. But like I said last episode, I just hope that maybe this may help people, or maybe this will get more insight for people that are going through something similar, or just like living with disabilities, finding it relatable and stuff like that. I do have some topics that I didn't finish talking about last last podcast that I put in my notes app, so I wouldn't forget, and then we'll go from there. So one thing I did want to update with you guys, still no job, unfortunately, but hey, we're not giving up. And like I said, God has put me in all of these places and opened the doors and opportunities for me, and closed doors that need to be closed. And at the time I was like, what the heck? What's happening? But then, like, later on, I opened my eyes to see, okay, this happened for a reason. If this didn't happen, then this couldn't happen. And it's kind of like a domino effect. So right now, I am very stressed. So stressed, my IBS is very bad. And I had to do some testing, and now I need to get a colonoscopy and endoscopy, which I needed to get done anyway. We have some family history of colon cancer. My dad's mom died of colon cancer when she was young, and I've needed to get a colonoscopy for like the past 3 years, and I've kind of just been teetering on the edge of not doing it just because of my own health problems. Like I told you guys before, I had an ankle reconstruction surgery. After that surgery, it gave me orthostatic hypotension, and like basically it's like POTS. I got diagnosed with POTS too, but it just like every time I stood up, I'd like pass out because my blood pressure was too low. And yeah, it was very like coinciding with POTS. So I went to cardiologist, had to get some procedures done, tilt table test, which my heart could have stopped, and I stopped it when my heart rate was like crazy. And then I don't know, I just went through a lot. I don't even have the energy to get into it. I'm not gonna lie. There's just been so much health things that I've been through since my whole life. I can't even say since 2019. It's literally been my whole life, and I'm just ready for a new era of me being happy and healthy and not having to see doctors unless it's absolutely necessary. Because I am tired. I'm tired of it. But if I have to, I will. But I'm just like, I'm trying my best to heal myself, my inner self mentally, but my physical self too. Like, I'm doing my best to eat well, to exercise if I can, with limitations, and just be happy. Just an update with my health also. I think if you guys watch my streams, you would know I have like torn meniscuses in my knees right now since May. And I went to 4 doctors for it. And they're back and forth on whether they're torn or not because of how much fluid is in my knees with the swelling. One doctor was like, you have a like lupus or MS or Lyme's disease. And I was like, nah, bro. I think I would know if I got bit by a tick. Like, they stick their head in you, bro. Like, I would have pulled it out and noticed. I've been hiking a bunch, traveled a bunch. And yes, I've been in those spaces where it could have been possible. Like, I've been camping many times. And I always, when I went camping and hiking, I got like spray for my socks and shoes, like they say you're supposed to. But obviously that can't prevent it. It could still happen. But I'd also like, wear long socks and pants and like check my clothes, be aware of it. And I never once ever did that. I have eczema. Am I itchy all the time? Kinda. But like never tick. Anyways, I got my blood test results. Guess what, bitch? I don't have any diseases. Thank God. There's no autoimmune disease. I got like 2 sets of blood tests done of different stuff. Things there. So got torn meniscuses though. Hey, I can't complain that much because outcome, it's like, all right, we got this bad news or this bad news. Right now it's non-surgical, but my left knee popped 3 times in the past few days, and I'm like, hey, I need to see another doctor. So tomorrow I'm gonna call for my 5th opinion. Maybe see another sports medicine doctor or another orthopedic and be like, I think I need a better knee brace. I got knee braces with metal in them. The first doctor just gave me he's like, oh, just get those soft knee braces for compression. You can get like copper fit, and I've been doing that. And then I went to the doctors after that because I was like, this isn't enough. I need like metal in them for support, especially up and down the stairs. And then I got them, but they don't feel right. Like, it's just like too loose in some places, too tight in others. I think I need like a better one. So yeah, I'll update you guys that eventually if I remember. Okay, so yeah, job hunt. Can't complain because, all this time that I'm over here panicking about not having a job, I'm having more time to find ways to do content creation. Like I told you, with all my other social medias accounts, which is nice. My streaming has been limited. I've only been doing like 1 day a week, if 2, if I'm lucky. And I'm gonna try to stay with the 1 day a week on Fridays. And then we'll go from there. If I do get a job, then I'm gonna have to just figure it out and then update you guys. And then if I don't get a job and I become Twitch partner and start profiting off of all of my endeavors, you'll be updated and I will be like popping bottle. First, Bibble cosplay, okay? That's number 1. Second, shrimp tattoo. That's number 2. Number 3, champagne popping bottles. Also, a bunch of other stuff I have planned, so that would be exciting. So I can't wait for that. Okay. Let's get into it. When I was applying to jobs, y'all, I saw a job listing literally today, which took me out. Okay. I literally thought I wanted to make a podcast for a long time. I always, like I said, this, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I said it a couple episodes ago. Always wanted it to be perfect studio, sound, whatever, quality, and all that. And then I'm like, I watch podcasts and I've seen like podcasts that don't really do edits. And then I've seen podcasts that are very like clear cut and dry, like hospital visits when you see a doctor and it's like very like straightforward. But never once did I think that podcasts were being scripted. Maybe that's me just being naive or what, because I thought the whole point of podcasting was like speaking your truth and like giving out your experiences or opinions or showcasing something like I've seen cooking podcasts or I've seen like Brittany Broski's daily report. Like she just gives her updates in her life and she showcases music she likes and history and books she's reading, and that's really great. Like I love her podcast. And same thing, she has the other podcast, Royal Court, which I fucking love. I'd love to do something like that. Not like exactly like hers, but I love medieval stuff, so it's just like, oof, I like that. Like I would love to have that sort of vibe. I used to in my streams more, like I had the medieval knight like themes and stuff, but I changed it for this. Okay, wait. This, which is my merch. Shout out to Shrimp Merch. Y'all can get this merch on Fourth Wall. I forgot I was wearing this until I saw it. And I said it, but yeah, so I was looking for a job and it was like, oh, looking for someone who has like a bubbly personality, who wants to have big ideas and thoughts and all this stuff. And it said for podcasts, and it was for $20 an hour, which I feel like isn't a lot for what the job duties entailed. Was script writing for a podcast. Are you joking right now? Tell me all this is a lie? You guys are script writing? Like what you guys are doing? Like I get it. Like if a podcast like writes down questions because they're doing an interview, because a lot of podcasts are with one or more people, because I feel like maybe people can't be alone. I don't know. Or maybe they don't have ADHD like me. I don't know. But most podcasts that you see have guests, which maybe I will do in the future. Maybe I won't. It depends on how I feel and what I'm going to be talking about. But I just feel like if I do have a guest, I want to be able to have like an ADHD conversation like me, where we can just like go back and forth. And like, even if we like lose the plot, we're going to circle back like how I do eventually. I feel like we would have to be like in that sync, because I know sometimes when I have conversations with people in the real world, like, and even in streams, it's like, bitch, where are you going with this? But then I circle back and they're like, okay, got you. I feel like I need someone that has that kind of like patience dynamic, but also like a funny vibe. Like I said before, I don't want this podcast to be like sad. I want it to be funny. I want it to be laughable. I want to have a good time, just like I do in my Twitch streams. But I'm still learning right now on where it's going. And I think it's just going to have like a roller coaster of emotions. And I think that's okay. It's just something that's going to happen because I'm going to be more open with what's going on in my life, what has gone in my past. And a lot of my past is not happy. It's not good. So me showcasing that raw emotion and like my traumas and histories that were not good, like I said, it could help some people. So that's just my focus besides the fun. But if you guys do want to see content that is a little bit more fun and upbeat, check out my Twitch. I don't like, my Twitch is supposed to be peace, love, and positivity. I try not to talk about politics. A lot of people know where my views stand because I have talked about politics because of certain events that's happened in America. But I just feel like I don't need to be an influencer, like I said earlier. Like I don't want to be like one of those people that are like, you need to shop this brand, you need to eat this food, you need to look like this, you need to whatever, this is like my influence, like whatever. No, I'm going to have my own opinions, you're going to have yours, and that's okay. I'm tired of influencers maybe like my own content in like doing vlogs is a little bit influencer-y because I'm just trying new things and I'm trying to do food reviews just because I like to eat food. I always talk about food and like, yes, maybe it might be influencey because it might be influenced to eat the food I'm eating. I don't know. But like, I'm not going to be like an influencer in any other aspect. It's just, first of all, it bothers me. Second of all, like, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm sorry if you are one, but like, I'm so tired of it because people are so rude. Like, and I wanted to get onto this topic of my TwitchCon experience. That's what's written in my notes app, and then talk to you about it because I know I talked about on my last podcast that I went to TwitchCon even though I had no money to do so, which I'm thankful for. I booked the tickets when I was working and had the money. But yeah, I want to talk about that. Just having influencers slash Twitch streamers, I feel like it's nice that everybody does see this space as profitable now, because when I was a kid, I used to want to be a YouTuber. And I literally forgot that I even had that dream when I was a kid, when I was in middle school and like YouTube was a thing. I remember like I would go over to my friend's house and I'd be like, let's make YouTube videos. Let's make a YouTube channel. And I would get made fun of, or they wouldn't want to listen to my ideas, and I would always get mad, and I thought my ideas were good, and then they would post it on their YouTube, and then I would just be so upset because like no one would ever listen to me. And I wanted it my way. So I completely forgot because I disassociated so hard. 90% of my memories, like from 2016 and before, I literally blacked out. And a lot of things in my healing journey is like bringing back those memories. And I feel like that's so Raven, where she's like, you know, someone edit that. So someone put a That's So Raven clip where she sees her the future, but that's me seeing like the past. That's how I feel sometimes with some of these memories. And it's nice to get those flashbacks because I'm obviously doing something or maybe seeing something that will trigger that for me. And this trend right now that's going on TikTok, that's like, oh, show your first subscribed person on YouTube. And I scrolled all the way down to 2011, I think. And it was like Ray William Johnson, Brandon Rogers, and Fluffy. I was like, that makes sense because I just like always. Oh, also Epic Mealtime, by the way. Shout out. So food and comedy, always have loved it. And just silly stuff. Like that's me. And it's kind of funny that those are my first subscribed YouTube channels. And maybe I have unsubscribed to other people that I used to watch. Maybe I didn't even subscribe to them at all because back then, like I barely like used my own account. I made my own account when I was like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. And then like never like posted anything or whatever. I did post some stuff, but it was like nothing crazy, like how I wanted to. But yeah, that just gave me like a flashback where I was like holding the walls, like the room is shaking. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And anyways, back to TwitchCon and content creation and me hating influencers. It's just that number one, I feel like the whole influencer thing has gotten out of control, in the sense that y'all are influencers and then you're being rude, like to people on the streets or people in the restaurants or the stores you're going into. Like have some respect to people just living their daily life and trying to get groceries. Like the few times I did vlogs in the mall, I was like showcasing the food I was having. I was excited, trying a new experience, new mall, whatever, in Flushing. And I did my best that I could to not film anybody. There was a bunch of people that tried to get into my videos though. They didn't because of how the angles was set up. But like I was just felt so uncomfortable. Number one, I'm shy and awkward. Like, and to be able to like talk like this in a space where people are listening publicly, it's kind of crazy. So that's why I was just like super quiet and bashful and just like talking into my mic, all like whispering. And I got like a mic so I didn't have to talk loud. And I'm trying my best to be respectful and not film anybody if possible. Then you go to like one extreme to another where people are now wearing meta glasses. Like publicly filming anybody on the streets and not even caring or blurring them out, especially like kids, but like adults too. Like you know how shitty I look like going to the grocery store and then I'm gonna see some bitch's video with my ugly ass like messy hair on it and like sweatpants grocery shopping, and I'm just trying to like do normal groceries. And I know like I would feel bad if that happened to like my mom or like my great aunt and they're just like doing something and then they're just like, well, here's a million views on a TikTok video of whatever. And like influencers get mad that people walk in front of their videos. Like, and sometimes they yell at them and it's like, bro, like this is a public street. You're not a movie maker. You're not getting that permit to make people walk around you or whatever. Now, me as a person, if I see someone taking a picture, I always walk around because especially like being in the city, there's people there for the first time ever, and a lot of people are tourists. It's a big tourist place. I always try my best to be respectful and walk around anyone taking a picture or try to wait if I can. With that being said, like when I'm working in the city, I'm fucking like late and I'm running and I don't care. Like I need to get to work, and if you're like in the way and it's like high traffic of someone going to their job, you need to move. Like what are you doing? Anyways, I went to TwitchCon. Semi-related because I went to TwitchCon and I went to TwitchCon Europe. So thankful. I planned it that way because it's actually cheaper for me to go to TwitchCon Europe than California. So TwitchCon California, yes, I live in the United States, but the flight to California plus the hotel stay for that specific weekend plus the Uber rides you'd have to take back and forth from the hotel to the venue, plus the tickets to the TwitchCon, plus food in California is expensive. I think sometimes more expensive than New York. And same thing with the taxis. That would overall cost more than my round trip flight from New York to Ireland, plus my tickets that I took from Ireland to Amsterdam, plus the whole week stay that I stayed there, plus the hotel, plus the food, the weed, all the souvenirs and everything that I bought. That was all cheaper than going to California, shockingly enough. And I know what you're thinking, like, there's no way. And yes, there's a way, because my flight to Ireland was like less than $300 round trip. My flight with Ryanair from Ireland to Amsterdam was less than $200 round trip. And then I had the TwitchCon tickets already, and then the hotel stay was for a week was less than $500, and I didn't take any taxis while I was there. I took public transportation, which was like €2 each time I took a thing. And then for TwitchCon weekend, they got like a special 3-day city pass or something. And then food and drinks and everything, mad cheap. So like, yes, I paid more money than if I would have went to TwitchCon California, technically. But hear me out. I stayed one whole week in Amsterdam/Rotterdam because I went to Amsterdam for 2 days and Rotterdam for 3 days. And versus I would only been in California for like 2 or 3 days for that weekend. So if you do the math, and then I also stayed a whole week in Ireland afterwards in TwitchCon. That's including the price of TwitchCon California. So anyways, yeah, you just got to do some research to figure out sales on tickets, because I got them all on sale. And also, if you book in advance, you get hotels cheaper. When I did book TwitchCon Rotterdam, I bought the hotel before TwitchCon dates were announced, which is kind of crazy. But like I thought it's refundable and I could change it. And I was like, let me get a hotel closest to TwitchCon where they hosted it the year before, because they keep going to the same, like Ahoy, Rotterdam, and then around the same dates. So I was like, all right, let me book it in advance before they release the tickets, because as soon as like people start buying tickets, the prices of everything's going to go up when it's announced. So that's what I did. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. I did it in advance, but it actually worked out. It was like the same week. So I was like, nice. I did pretty good. And yeah, so with TwitchCon, I'll tell you guys just about the whole trip, and then I'll lead to like people being rude. Sorry, let me drink some tea. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I forget to drink and then I get so thirsty. Okay, so TwitchCon, yeah, I got to Amsterdam. The first day I wanted to go to this, it's like a museum, but it's like a light show. It's called A Maze Amsterdam. The warehouse that has a bunch of different rooms, and it's literally a maze. Get it? And it's really trippy lights, like if you're watching like Excision like concert, which I have gone, and it's really fun to I would recommend Excision. Crazy lights to the beat of the music. It's trippy. They have like interactive stuff where you can like play with lights with the beat of the music, and then they have like a room where it's like swings, and it's like trippy because you're swinging and like all the things are coming towards you. It makes you feel like you're like going like this and like a space-time continuum, and it's kind of crazy. And then they have like this like this room that's like a fun house. Like if you've ever been to like a carnival and there's like mirrors on all the walls, and then you walk into the wall and you're like, holy shit, where am I? And it's pitch black. And then there's like they have a bar like when you finish. Then they have a room that's like club music, and they have confetti flying everywhere. And they have like another one that's like a 10-minute experience where you just sit down and they want you to dance, and that's what bothered me. They want you to dance, and they have different music, and they're like, all right, get up and dance, and everyone just sat there watching it. They didn't fully immerse themselves in the experience. I got up and started dancing. I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Stop me? I have less like social anxiety when I know nobody knows who I am. Even though like nobody knows who I am when I'm walking down the street. Maybe it's just like because it's not where I live. Like I feel like just living in like that small town growing up in Florida and where I am now type of shit, like we're just in the neighborhood, like just people know you, you know, and they're just like, yeah, that's so and so. That's how I feel sometimes, and I get a little bit embarrassed. But yeah, I live streamed it on Twitch, and I uploaded the VOD to my YouTube, I think. I was with my boy Cal, who's also a streamer. Shout out to him. Bro literally like held the door open for me, and he's like, you got it? I'm like, yeah. I put my arm out. Gets hit in the head with the door because the door was mad heavy, and I had my phone in one hand and I was paying attention, but literally how heavy the door was, bro, I thought that shit knocked me out. I like stumbled, and I was like, bro, I started crying immediately. I was like, I have to end stream. It was so funny. I just felt like so embarrassed, but like in so much pain. And it's like, all right, well, that was the end of the experience. That was the entrance to the bar. Now I'm just like, let's get a drink. And the drinks are good. I got this like passion fruit margarita. And it was nice because it had like a slice of passion fruit, and you could just scoop it out and eat the passion fruit, which I love. So it was good. I would say it's a little bit pricey if you want to have that experience, but I feel like I was there for way over an hour taking my time. And it came with like a free drink with the package I got. So I just feel like if you've seen Amsterdam before and you want to go there and you don't want to, like, you have extra time, just do it, I would say, if you want to see something trippy. And kind of like a good experience to get you out of like just the norm sightseeing in regular museums. I'd never seen Amsterdam before. That was my first time. And then the next day, I went to back to Amsterdam, and then we just like literally walked all around like the whole popular area, like the canals, and to see the food and the flower markets and places to buy weed. We went to a couple of coffee shops, got some hot chocolate, got some stroopwafel. We got McDonald's because I wanted to try McDonald's in Amsterdam, because I tried McDonald's in Ireland and I was like, it's actually really good. They use like fresh ingredients. What the heck? America's like killing us. And then I was like, oh wow, the fries are really good in Amsterdam. And then yeah, we tried a bunch of food. Oh, I got cheese. 10 out of 10. Recommend the cheese. So excited about that. We got chocolate from Tony's Chocolonely and a bunch of souvenirs from all these different places. We literally did like the entire area, which is crazy. The only thing we didn't have time for was like a boat ride on the canal. That would have taken a long time. Didn't have that much time, and then the sun was setting. We really didn't want to be around after dark, just because our hotel was in Rotterdam and it takes like an hour to get back to Rotterdam by train. So we're just like, forget it. We'll just have dinner and leave. Anyways, so that was a nice experience in Amsterdam. And I'm glad I got to do that. And I just felt like being there, like I remember sitting in the coffee shop. Mind you, it's like hotboxed, okay? And I'm trying to like kind of limit my words with my storytelling and trying not to curse, even though I curse a lot, just because like I know like if this ever gets monetized, like a lot of it won't be able to be monetized because of me not editing out anything. But yeah, so we went to the coffee shops and it was hotboxed in there. So we out there smoking and already secondhand high because like the whole room is hotboxed. And it's kind of like a cool vibe, this one that we went to. I forgot the name of it. But they have like pool there. You just hang out. You can order food. Like we got hot chocolate because my friend's been there before, and he's like, "You gotta try the hot chocolate here. It's great." And at first I laughed. I was like, "That's so silly. Like I would never think to get hot chocolate with my weed. Like what the heck?" But it was actually great. Their hot chocolate is amazing, and it had like nice foam on the top. Like they like heated the milk with the foam, and it was just like warm and cozy. But anyways, I was just sitting there, we were just lighting up, and I just like saw like it was like cool lights, and it was just like this just felt good, and I felt happy, and I was like, I can't believe I'm here right now. And my friend's like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, we got this is the plan. Like this, we're gonna come here at the end of the day. We knew this, and I'm just like, no, like, I was like, no, like, you don't get it, like me from like a small Florida town. Coming here in Amsterdam, smoking weed, having like cheese, like being in Europe, like you don't understand. Like I never thought I would make it here. Like this feels so good, and I just felt like this warm and fuzzy feeling I never felt in my chest before, and I don't even know how to describe it because I just felt so happy and like satisfied and accomplished, even though it's not like that big of accomplishment. People go to Amsterdam all the time. It's literally like not that serious. But in the sense that I'm over here, like I've been trying to heal my inner child, my middle school self, my high school self. I've been through so much shit in my life. And thinking back about who I was between like all my teen years, like 13 to 18, I would say 18 because that's when I moved, living in Florida. No one has ever believed in me. No one's ever believed in my dreams. They never even thought I would move to New York, and they never thought I'd make it in college. They never thought I'd graduate. They never thought I'd be a doctor. I mean, I thought I would, but I that's different circumstance. But my whole life, it's been very small. I could count them on my fingers how many people actually believed in me and were genuine and meant it when they said they thought I could achieve anything or travel or do whatever. And I just felt so good because it's like, if I was 13 and I started smoking weed, I never thought that I one day would be sitting in Amsterdam in a coffee shop smoking weed. Like, honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna live past 13 years old because of being like suicidal and bullied, honestly. I'm glad that I did though, and I'm so happy that I got that help that I needed because I clearly needed it. And for anyone who's out there struggling with their mental health, please seek help. If you guys are struggling with having dark thoughts, please seek help. There are free crisis hotlines out there. It just takes Google to look it up, but I do have one, I think, in my link tree if anybody's struggling, like in the US. It's important, and I've been there. So I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through. but it's going to be okay. And I know it's crazy to hear that because I thought it was crazy to hear that when I was going through it. And I was like, fuck you, I don't believe you. I'll never get through this. And I did. You just need a good support system. And if you don't have one, make one. And if you can't make one, find one. There's support systems everywhere, whether it's a Facebook group, whether it's a church, whether it's a Twitch stream. Doesn't matter if it's your neighbors, your family members, co-workers, something. Talk about it. Talk about what you're going through. Seek help. Even if none of those people can help you, people from those websites can help you, or hotlines that you can call. And luckily my mom helped me through it, and I got therapy. And hey, like sometimes I do make jokes still, and I shouldn't. Just really bad dark humor. And I'm trying my best to stop because I don't feel that way. Like I don't want to take my life. I want to live a long, happy, healthy life. And I'm thankful that I did make it this far. And I'm very appreciative and happy for it, even though I've been through so much stuff. You have to take away the bad and see the good. And once I started seeing the glass half full instead of half empty and having that mentality, I started feeling better with my mental health, started feeling better with my disability, started feeling better about everything that I was going through because it gave me a different perspective. And yes, that just sounds like so simple to do. And I hated when people would tell me, just do this, it's easy. I know. For anyone who's going through, I didn't even want to listen to my therapist. But maybe it's just something you have to realize on your own later on, or maybe it's just something you have to try to open your eyes. But hearing those words from people telling you the God honest truth that you need to hear will change your life. And maybe I will be that person for you, maybe I won't. But just know there are people out there that are willing to help and can help you and get help that you need. Live a long life. Experience those things you never experienced. I'm so thankful to be able to travel. And going back to my Amsterdam experience, I never thought I'd be able to travel. Always thought that I would just be stuck in America. And yes, I made it to New York, and then like that was it because like I have no money. Like how am I going to pay to do these things with like college loans and other bills and medical bills and all this stuff? But I've always found a way. God's always provided for me. Even though it has been through loans and credit card debt, it's happened. And guess what? I don't care anymore. If I have credit card debt, it is what it is. Everybody does. Whether they admit it or not, everybody does. And yeah, I'm just happy that I got to do it. And I'm just like, if I would have told anybody, like in my smoke circle, when I was like 13, 14, I'm gonna go to Amsterdam one day and I'm gonna be smoking weed. Like even just the simplest thing. They're like, you're fucking crazy. And they wouldn't have believed me. I wouldn't have even believed me. Like when I thought of like the countries I'd visit in an order, I would have been like, okay, Italy is the motherland. It has to be there. Poland, because like my great grandmother's from Poland. So I was like, all right, that's next. Greece, because Greece is very beautiful, also kind of close to Italy. And then I was like, then I had like a mental list of what else would be there, like Spain and Ireland and Scotland, and I want to see the Northern Lights, whatever country that may be. Like I always wanted to go to Canada on spring break because people would always go to Canada and New York. They're like, it's just a train ride away to Montreal. You're just going there for spring break. And then like I could not afford it because like a whole week plus the train ride, like Amtrak back and forth, was like over $1,000. Bro, where do you guys got $1,000? Like y'all rich. Anyways, so yeah, I can't believe that I've traveled like out of the country a few times. I'm very thankful for all the places I've traveled to. And yeah, just I feel like it just healed my middle school self just a little bit, just being there. And I just felt this warm, fuzzy feeling of like joy and happiness I never felt. And it just felt good. So yeah, I was really happy about that. And I still am. And I want to go back. I'd love to go back. It's just so beautiful there. And it's nothing like so crazy because every country I've been to has a different beauty for a different reason. Like being in Italy, all the food is amazing. The people are amazing. The architecture is amazing. The beach is beautiful. Just everything is bursting with flavor. the culture, like the music, the language. It's just 10 out of 10. Honestly, just like being in Amsterdam, I didn't have any really Dutch food, just like just cheese, which was great. And then like the rest of the food was just like mostly Italian actually, and burgers and stuff. But yeah, like the architecture was beautiful, the atmosphere was nice, the weather was great, and it just felt good. Like people just felt happy there, and that's why I just wanted to just be like, yeah, like that's a place I'd like to go back to. Not that the other countries didn't feel that way, but like I can't like same like Italy made me feel that way when I went. Amsterdam and Rotterdam made me feel that way when I went. And the Bahamas. I couldn't think of it. I was like, I went to the Cayman Islands, I went to Mexico. I went to Ecuador. Let me go down the list. Not that I didn't like those places. It's just the feeling I feel like surrounded by like that warmth and joy. But anyways, it was nice. I felt like that was like a good accomplishment. And I feel like I kind of want to like, since I'm on this journey of like trying to heal my middle school self, I feel like I want to think back, open my brain a little to that middle school self, and just write down all the things that I think would have made me happy, or things that I wanted, or things I couldn't do. Stuff like that I think would be great just to move forward with that journey. Besides just listening to the music I listen to and cosplaying more, because I used to love doing that then. And I just bought, hey guys, guess what? I just bought Beyblades. I don't know if y'all think that's cool. I don't care. I think they're cool. I always thought they were cool, and I always wanted Beyblades, and all the boys had them, and I always wanted one, and I couldn't have one because we were poor. And my brother got one time for his birthday, I think, from somebody, and he had like one, did not want to share. Understandable, but like he just never shared his toys with me, and I was like upset about it. But I've been having it on my Amazon list for a long time, and I know what you're thinking. If you're unemployed, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this right now? But hey, credit card debt's not going away any faster than it is me paying it off, because I have no money, so I might as well use the little extra credit card debt availability I have to get some Beyblades. And it's an investment, guys. If and when I become Twitch partner, hopefully this year, it's a tax write-off. Oh, hey, don't worry about it. It's a business expense. Anyways, I thought doing Beyblade battles would be so cool, just to bring out the arena and just be like, hey, you want to let it rip right now? Just Beyblade battle. It's me. It's just me and my Beyblade battle set. So yeah, I got a little arena. You can build it up and break it down. You put it in your backpack. I got 2 Beyblades. But I have one more that's coming on the way, because I wanted one of them that's on its way. It's a green one. And I don't know their names, sorry. But if you go to my Twitch stream, I'll tell you them. But the Beyblades green is like not going to come until like September or something. I'm like, I don't got time for that. This is 1 day shipping. I'm going to get another one. And I found out there's 2 Beyblades with 2 different like tips. One's metal, one's plastic. And I was like, the purple one has the metal tip, and it kept losing. I tried the Beyblade arena out with my Twitch stream on Friday, and the purple lost 3 out of 3 times against yellow. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, I thought there would be kind of like, if I can't get the device to rip at the same time, so I tried it at different times, like purple first, yellow second, yellow first, purple second. You know, I went back and forth, and still purple lost all 3 times. And I voted for purple. I was like, purple's gonna win, just because that's my color. I love purple, I love pink, I love green, but the other one was yellow, and it just kept winning. So then like someone was like, hey, they have 2 different tips on them, which I didn't realize, so it's kind of an unfair advantage. And I was like, you're not wrong. So I think the green one that's coming in will have a plastic tip, and now I've been on a search for another one with a metal tip, and I can't find it anywhere on Amazon. So if anyone has any like Beyblade info on getting the metal tip Beyblade X, drop it in the comments, because the only one that there is the Shinobi one, which is purple, and there's no way that there's only one with that metal tip. And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm still gonna do some research on it. But I know you can customize your Beyblade and take them apart and add different tips. I could do that, but I would like to have two metal ones, not the same color, so I can just be like, it's red versus green, purple versus blue, like something. Have multiple battles. Yeah, that's the plan, and I want to like do that in the intro to my Twitch streams, because yes, I love playing video games and I love talking to you guys like I am now, but and I love coloring. I do coloring at the end of the stream, which is nice to wind down. But I don't have anything in the intro other than giving you all updates. So it's kind of nice to break it up, and it's entertainment. It's entertaining. Sorry, I can't speak English. It's entertaining. And it can get the Twitch chat involved, and like it's another way people can use channel points in my channel, which is nice. So I'm super excited about that update. Now back to TwitchCon. Pew 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 pew. Focus. Influencers, bro, it was crazy. So I was super nervous, super anxious. I posted in the TwitchCon chat because they have a little app for you, and they're just like, hey, make friends before you get there. There's different communities, which was nice to do. I had a bunch of people from TwitchCon community come into my Twitch stream saying that they wanted to meet up and stuff, but I have so much anxiety. I was like, if I see you there, I'll see you there. Say hi. And I didn't want to meet up with anyone also because like just living with disabilities, like if I feel tired and I want to go home, I don't want to disappoint anybody, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna meet you for the first time and then I'm gonna flake on them. Like, I'm sorry, like I don't want to be an asshole like that. So I'm just kind of used to just being like, oh, like we'll see. Like my whole life is just right now is just like, well, if I feel up to it and it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's what it is. So yeah, I didn't meet anyone from the Twitch chat though, unfortunately. I think my anxiety was too high. So many people, so overstimulating. Back to the autism diagnosis, what would have helped is if I had headphones. Like just all the noises there, like in people talking, there's music going, there's multiple music because there's multiple DJs, multiple just sound happening, and just like all these people talking too loud, and then people are playing video games, and then people are screaming, and then you hear video game noises, and then there's people like talking like it's an arena for the video games, and there's competitions, and it's just like, breathe, shrimp, breathe, it's okay. So yeah, that's how I was like, all right, I need to take an edible, microdosing an edible, and I'm just drinking until it feels good. So luckily there's bars, thank God. I was like, I need this right now. Had some Amstel beer, shout out to Amstel beer, bro. Every time that we went to bars, we're like, can we have a Heineken? They gave us Amstel. I don't know if there's like beef or they just have Amstel or what. I had Heineken one time, and that was at the Amaze Museum. It was great too. Heineken in America sucks. Like, what did y'all do to the recipe? The other thing that gave me the anxiety there was the people recording everything at all times. Not that it's like I feel uncomfortable being recorded because like here I am talking to you guys, but like I said, it's just a level of confidence like I've gained over time. Like it's hard for me right now to make direct eye contact, and it's just like, I know y'all are gonna be like, what the hell? Or at least I am. I feel uncomfortable. Like maybe that's also the autism thing, but I'm slowly gaining my confidence, and I don't even know if I made my point across with how I needed to gain confidence to get to this nice camera, not just being able to afford an upgrade. Like I'm just trying to say that my confidence went from I don't want to be seen and I want to be in a dark room to I have 6 lights on me right now and a nice camera, and I'm trying to make eye contact, and I'm being more vulnerable and open to have conversations and stuff. But yeah, being in TwitchCon, people had some crazy streamer equipment. I'm questioning, am I even a streamer? Like, even though, here, I'll show you. I have a TwitchCon tag. Hold on. Let me hit the BRB screen. Let me get it. Just give me like a second. I'll play some music. Sorry. I just want to show you guys. It's right here, so don't worry about it. I should put it in my background though. I just don't want Pumpkin to bite it. Okay, so sorry, I moved my position. Oh wait, I need my tea. I have the tea. Okay. Hold on, let me get myself together. Here's your TwitchCon badge. Sorry, I thought it said my name. TwitchCon. If it, there you go. And then this is the back. So this is identifiable pieces so people can meet up and stuff. So right there, Twitch affiliates, and it has a little symbol. So like partners had a different image, so you know that's an affiliate. Then people who are just fans who just go to TwitchCon to meet other streamers that don't stream, they have a different badge. And the string had nothing to do with like anything. You could just pick your color if you got there early enough. You could pick your string. So yeah, the whole time I'm like hiding mine because I'm embarrassed. I'm I'm embarrassed. The first day I was like, nobody needs to know I'm an affiliate because I'm not even a real streamer. Me just having like an existential crisis about being a streamer for like 2 years, like just I'm actually not a real streamer because I've seen so many people. I don't know what their badges meant. If I ran into a partner, like what do I say? Like, do I ask for advice? Do I say I'm proud of you? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't know. I was just so anxious. And I was like just panicking the whole time. And then my friend's the opposite the whole time. I'm a Twitch affiliate. What's good? Like literally. And I'm just like, I just don't look at me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I was so like anxious. I wish I wasn't because it kind of ruined the first day for me. But yeah, everybody's filming and like literally like that's the thing that I was going to talk about with like people going from influencer to just recording in public for their content and trying not to be rude. And this is what I was leading up to all episode. And I know it's past an hour again. Sorry, guys. I always thought an hour podcast, man, I'm going to run out of things to talk about. But man, can I stop talking? Can you just stop? Shrimp, leave some for the next episode. No, we're going to have plenty more, so don't worry about it. The ADHD, I think, actually helps genuinely. Yeah, so people were recording, and then there's people that are respectful or disrespectful. People had equipment. They had like a backpack that was like this giant battery pack. Then there was like someone that had like 2 cameras there and like 1 here. I don't even know what the fuck they were recording with 3 cameras from 3 POVs. I have no idea. Then I saw like the office drummer. He has his little camera. And then there's like all these people streaming that I knew were big and small, but they were going from professional to even more professional equipment. And I was just like, Hi guys, this is my first time here and I'm not a streamer actually. Because I was just like so anxious. So a lot of people were respectful when it came to cameras. A lot of them would get pissed off. The ones who had the big equipment that had their own cameraman instead of, if you walked in front of them, they're like, come on, bro. In the middle of them filming, like they didn't even have to address it. They could have just kept going on. There's so many people that are filming, you don't even know like where to walk sometimes because it's just like, oh, let me just avoid this guy who's filming, walks into another person's interview. My bad. Literally, I dropped a joint, a half smoked joint on the floor in front of somebody, like in the middle, because I came in because they have a smoking area. And I was just like, edible's not hitting, I need another hit. Like, and then I was trying not to smoke too much because I'm like, I'm gonna be too crossfaded. I won't be able to function. Calm down. You know, I was like going back and forth with my anxiety. But yeah, it was just a crazy time. So there was this thing I wanted to do, which I have to go show you guys. But let me get it too. I should just do a TwitchCon haul. Just give me 1 second. Let me get all my stuff and then I won't have to go back and forth. Just give me a second. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Please stay. Just give me a second. know it was longer than a second. My bad, bro. Just my bad. Okay, here I am. Okay, so the one thing that I made a list of all the things I wanted to do. There were so many things that I wanted to do. I didn't do basically any of them. But the one activity, well, I did go to one thing in the morning. Okay, I have to stop the story. Let me start over. Thing about the only qualm I have with Rotterdam is that the European lifestyle I'm not adjusted to. They're over here like, hey, let's open up all of our breakfast restaurants past 10 a.m. because why are people waking up early? Okay. The other I wake up at 6 in the morning, sometimes 7 every day, just because, even being unemployed, because I have so many things I want to do in a day. And I can't sleep past 8 o'clock anyways. And I feel like shit. Like if I literally sleep past 8 o'clock, my body feels like I can't even move sometimes. I don't know what that has to do with my disability. I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain, like the sleep pattern or something. But it's just, I have to do it. So I plan on waking up early for the days of TwitchCon because the doors open at 10 a.m. They have an opening ceremony, they have activities, they have all this stuff going on, and the schedule's at 10. What pisses me off about TwitchCon is that it's 3 days long, 2 days if you're not partnered, and those 2 days, they put everything at the same time. And it's like the best things at the same time. And a lot of them were at 10 and 11 a.m. And then like every time it was like, I want to go to 2 things, they were at the same damn time. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, why are you doing this if you have 2 days? I know a lot of people don't go to both days, but maybe they would if they had other things to do the next day. But also, there's so many hours in the day. You can literally host an event at the same time. But like, I don't know. They just did like stuff at the same time that bothered me. Anyways, so we went to this one event that was great. It's about like innovative Twitch technology. And it was nice to sit in on it, like what's more to come with Twitch integration and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. But we couldn't have breakfast until after 10:30, and then because the place is a great place, 10 out of 10 would recommend Roast if you're ever in Rotterdam. They make it simple. It's basically just eggs on toast, but there's other stuff that they do. They have amazing coffee too, which they hand make. They have beans from everywhere. It's like a whole art. Like, and I appreciate them, and I can't even be mad because they weren't the only place that opened late. But they're over here opening at like 10:30. He's like the owner. I think he's the one cooking the food too, unless he is a chef. I don't know. And like every food is made to order, which is nice, but you're not going to get out of there for like an hour. And if you're 10:30, it's going to be 11:30. We got there. The train ride from the hotel to Ahoy is like 30 minutes because that's the closest we could get, because we wanted to have distance from the events. So it would be a little bit cheaper, but also so we can be closer to like Amsterdam. So we can go to Amsterdam, like to the train station. Like our hotel was closer to the central, like Rotterdam Central or whatever. So it's just better that way for travel purposes. And all the trains lead back to Rotterdam Central. You could take the trams, not just the trains and the buses and everything. So it's better that way. In my opinion, at least for traveling. But yeah, so we got there and it's like 12 o'clock. So we're like, all right, we'll go eat lunch, and we missed some stuff. And both days we already missed 2 hours of main events, which sucks. So we missed they had an Elden Ring Night Ren beta test or whatever, like when they were releasing it, or maybe it was like the main game. I don't know. We missed that. But the thing I got to do was making friendship bracelets. And I didn't end up making a full bracelet because of how much my anxiety was, because of the girls that were Twitch partners that were there making me feel uncomfortable. The whole table was full of like people making friendship bracelets, and there was 2 girls that were sitting in front of me that were just being not rude per se, but like rude in the sense that like you can feel the energy. Now, the thing is like they were filming their live stream, which is fine, but it's like a rectangle table, and they had this guy like filming on the other side of the table of them, and they had 1 seat in front of them, and that was the 1 seat that was available. And me being like, I need to sit down because my knees are fucked, and I'm like, need a break. I'm gonna sit there because I want to do I want to do friendship bracelets. So the cameraman could move to the other side of the table and hit them from a different angle. They don't have to be head on. And it's not like it was their friendship bracelet hosting thing event. It was open to the public. Anyone could just walk up there. It wasn't really an event. They just had the beads out and was like, just take a break and have friendship bracelet time. So I didn't even make a full bracelet, but this is mine. And I made one for Cal the same way. And it just says, it says shrimp on it with a little heart. And then I have the pog, and then it says TwitchCon. And it has little hearts and a smiley face. So that made me feel good. I didn't make a full bracelet because I was so anxious because of them. And they were just making me feel uncomfortable because then after that, they were just like trying to like whisper for their to their chat. And they're like, yeah, I know. And like, it's like, I don't know if like chat was talking shit because I went to sit in front of them. I don't care. But like, it just kind of bothered me. And that goes back to like the influencer thing that it's like, okay, we get it. You're making content, but like, let's be aware of our surroundings and other people too. Like, let's not be conceited. Let's remember other people exist. Other people want to experience this. Like, that's my first time at TwitchCon. I want to do an activity. I had it on my list. It was literally like the one thing I could do. And I'm sitting down and I'm doing it, and other people like can connect with each other, or you can just be by yourself making it, and that's fine. So I went in there with a positive outlook. I was like, maybe I can make friends, making friends with bracelets. And I thought I can introduce myself to other people that way. Instead, I sat down and I was just like uncomfortable the whole time. And Cal didn't have a seat. He was standing behind me. The other people were just like talking like, I don't know if I could make a friendship bracelet. What do you think, chat? What color should I do, chat? What's going on, chat? Like, and honestly, no shade to those streamers, they're partners. Clearly it works. I'm not. I can't really talk shit, but like that type of content creation, it just bothers me because it's like not that you can't have an original idea. There's one way you can involve your community, and yes, I say like, what do you want to do, chat, sometimes, but it's like for everything, like I don't know how to make a friendship bracelet and what colors should I make, chat, and then like every 2 seconds it's something. I'm just like, just have a conversation, like talk to, like the other girl was streaming next to her with her, and then like they're not even talking to each other, and it's like, okay. And then making me feel uncomfortable and giving me like dirty looks because I sat in front of you to make my friendship bracelet. That's very not friendship like. Anyways, yeah, that's the influencer thing that I feel like people need to like chill with, like, and it bothers me because it's like, it makes me wonder, like, did y'all never have a job before? Like, or do you all just don't know how to, like, be in society properly? Like, maybe I'm different because of how I was raised. Maybe it's different from where I'm from. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge, but it's just like, I'm not the only one that feels this way. And I know it because there's this guy on TikTok, and his mom and him have their own company for popcorn, and it's like culturally for them, and they're proud of it, like being in like just having their own brand basically. And then he just makes fun of influencers and it's like, get ready with me to go. And then the brand's called Daddy D, but it has an H in it. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's funny content. And it's just like him shitting on influencers, being rude to people in the city. And it's just, I've experienced it, and I feel like everybody has at this point. And it's just like, yeah, it just needs to change. Anyways, besides that, TwitchCon was good. I didn't get to do as many activities I wanted to, but I took a lot of pictures. And so they had like some things there. And this was like, I decorated it, but it has like heart eye rhinestones, but they fell off, and it's a little duck. And this was for like mental health awareness. So going back to our little mental health, everybody get help if you need it. It's important. Don't put it off. Your mental health is important. I got this little pin because I finished the TwitchCon quest, which I thought was cool that they do. It's like if you scan so many QR codes, you can get a gift, which is this bag. But they have patches. This one they gave out when they give you out your credentials. But they have one that's custom with patches on it, which hopefully is in here so I can show you guys. And it's like Steam patches, so I got to do that on day 2, which was nice. Here it is. Hold on. I picked out all my patches. I designed the layout. Here we go. Isn't that cool? They had a Twitch partner patch that I'm saving for when I become Twitch partner. I'll put it on the back, or maybe I'll put it on the other one, and then I put the cosplayer pin on it. And then this is my little custom made bag. So I thought that was nice that they did. And I'll show you guys the other goodies I have. I got this bag for free. I can't represent this company. This is non-sponsored, but hey, I love canvas tote bags. You know, it's good for the environment. It's good for me, like, to go grocery shopping, because in New York State, you know, it's illegal to have plastic grocery bags. So you need these wherever you go. I also got a fan from them. Oh, here's stickers inside and a patch. Got crumpled up. I never had their products, but maybe if I like them and maybe I get sponsored, I'll represent them. And I got I got this, and then I'll show you guys the fan. I use the fan all the time. Yeah. All right. Nice. I feel like more companies need to do this. For my girls' days, we need more of this. We need to be able to clack, though. Brought this also to Pride NYC. I have my big one, but I forgot it. All right. The lady gave us extra patches. She's like, guys, no one has come to our table. Here's some more. Give it to your friends. See the... yeah, so I was like, yeah, well, these are mine now. These are actually mine. But I told my sister and my brother, I was like, if you become Twitch affiliate, I'll give you a patch. Hey, that's some motivation, right? So I got my little ducky. I got my friendship bracelet. I got a patch from the fan. Okay, so I don't have it actually in this bag because I wear it on stream sometimes, but Logitech and Streamlabs did a collab, and they have a t-shirt for TwitchCon Rotterdam. So I have that too. That I didn't get to, I can't show you guys because I don't have it. I think it's in the wash. But I got these pins that are kind of cool. So those are cool. And then, so I got these pins from this one company that I'm not even gonna say its name, but I thought they were cute. I went up to them because they had a cool game that was like, find the chip on the stuffed cat. It was supposed to bring awareness to adopting cats and getting them off the streets. Let me take some tea, hold on. Okay, sorry, we got that finished. My water for backup just in case my mouth gets dry. Right, so this company didn't really tell much about what it was, but I like the game, and if you find the cat that had the chip in it, you would get a free stuffed animal. So I wanted a stuffed animal. I was like, I'm gonna fucking play this game. And I went up to them like 3 or 4 times because I was determined to find it. But they moved the chip around every time someone would play the game. Anyways, so sorry for coughing in your ears. I played the game, didn't get it. I wanted to talk to the lady about like what's going on, and she's like, oh, we're gonna do a stream, like an English company or UK based company, and it was like, we're gonna do a stream for cats, and it was like, yeah, we do it for like summer solstice because it's like the longest day of the year, and like, you know, if they're outside, bring them in type of thing. But she didn't actually explain this all to me. She didn't want to explain it all at all, basically. Seems like all these vendors, even the ones that I have no idea, because I went when TwitchCon was ending for this one, they just started giving stuff out because they're like, we're gonna throw it out, take it. She literally didn't want to talk to me. She talked to somebody else who was a partner because they wanted to get more people in for donations. Now, I'm not shitting on them because yes, they do need to talk to partners, but them making a big deal about giving me a pin because they wanted to talk to partners instead of affiliates, I think that was kind of fucked. I will say, like, doesn't matter if your charity is getting $20 versus $2,000. If I'm gonna put my charity in my stream, like, I would have donated at least $50, and I think $50 would be better than no dollars. Plus, it's free advertisement. Like, you know how you don't like understand how viewership works. Like, even though if I don't have 75 viewers to become partner, and maybe people will have 10,000 or 100,000 or 5,000 or even 40 people, I still get like views, like I get clicks, and I can see my statistics. Like if I get like over 200 people sometimes a stream, sometimes I get 50, sometimes I get more. So even if I have a click, they still have the opportunity to see this charity, and I've done charity streams before. So it's just like, why would you make a big deal? And I only have 2 because my friend Cow, he got his and then gave it to me. But she didn't want to give us a pin. And she's like, oh, well, you have to sign up. You have to do a stream. You have to make a promise, and then we'll give you a pin. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. No problem. But she made it seem like it was such a big deal. And she talked to the partner about it instead of me. I was there listening when it happened, but she ignored me even though I was there first. All right. Whatever. Adopt, don't shop. Support any local cat charity, not just one in the UK. Could be dogs, could be whatever. Like, don't support like bad companies that are breeding animals on purpose. Make sure you get from a shelter. Also, if you can, get animals from the pound, because unfortunately in America, they're still putting down animals. Euthanization needs to change in this country. If I could use this platform for anything, it's definitely that. They need to stop doing that, and it breaks my heart that it's still happening. Any animals that are being picked up on the street and going to the pound are still being euthanized. I don't understand how there's not a program where they'll take those animals and put them into a shelter. I know there's a lot of animals on the street, and there's even more if they add more from the pound, but like, why is the pound putting these animals down instead of finding homes for them? And there's literally no advertisement. They're not trying to get these animals adopted. They're not even like giving an effort. They're just like, all right, in a week they're dead. What? Anyways, yeah, please, like, adopt, don't shop. If you can help an animal on the street, do it. It doesn't matter if it's a cat or a dog. I love dogs too. I grew up with dogs. Anyways, I'm not trying to shit on this charity, because all charities are made for a reason. They all need financial assistance. So don't get me wrong. But they could have had another donation. Like $5, like I said, is better than nothing. $50 is better than nothing, even if I have a smaller viewership. At the end of the day, it's just a pin. This couldn't have cost this much. You already had a bunch of them. There was a big pile of them too, like at least 50 of them. And it's like, why would you not give it out to an affiliate? Anyways, there should have been assigned partners only, and yet everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to play the game, even if they're not a partner or affiliate. But to get a pin, that, mind you, it doesn't even say I think this is a fail too, because it doesn't even say the company or charity this was for. Like, why not represent like a goofy little meme and say, hey, this is for the blah 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 charity? That's a fail. Y'all paid to get these done and y'all being stingy with them, but you're not going to do it the right way? Nah. Anyways, I'll show you guys other stuff I got from TwitchCon. Hold on. What's in here? Oh, interesting. I got this one. I don't know what this was. This is like an app, possibly Rotterdam Make It Happen. Gave me this. I don't think this glows in the dark, but it's just like a keychain. And then it came with a map. It says City Guide. Oh, maybe it's a game. I think this is a game. I know I went through this before on my stream. Sorry if I'm rediscovering this again for the 3rd time. Don't remember. My brain information dumps all the time. I got that. And I know, like, some of the stuff, like, it's like, yeah, it's kind of junky. Maybe I won't wear it. And I know it's in this bag right now, but it's kind of souvenirs to me. Like, this is my experience, and I'm remembering based off of me pulling stuff out of this bag. So we went to the Gamer Subs. I think that's what it's called. Taste tested some of that gamer juice stuff, and my god, crazy flavors. Maybe I would find something I like, but I don't know. It just was too sour. Maybe it's just me. Hold on, I have so much stuff in this bag. All right, let me show you guys the patches I have, because there's actually a lot in here. Go through everything. All right, so got some Twitch patches. This is going to be for future partner use. Then there's these sunglasses. Thought this was cute, the teddy bear. It zooms in. Yes, there we go. And then a ducky. Focus, okay. And then, I didn't know I had a picture in here. What the heck? I got this. This is the thing that I sat in the conference for. Putting things away as I take them out, just so I don't make too much of a mess. Yes, I'm gonna put these all on display one day. Not right now. And oh, I got this from the Lego. They had like a Lego thing where you can build Legos. I stole it. I don't know if you were supposed to take these. It was like everyone made it something and I put it on display. And I was like, wow, these people at TwitchCon made this. I made a little heart and I took it. Sorry, not sorry. I got this also sticker from the Streamer Labs and the Logitech Streamlabs collab. This is exactly the same design that's on the t-shirt that I couldn't show you guys, so that's kind of cool. At least I could show you guys that. I want to put this in a frame. I think that's what I want to do with a lot of this stuff, and just make like a picture frame and be like, these are my little souvenirs. Oh, look at this. Why do I have both of them? Oh, I feel bad. I didn't know there was two in here. Could have gave one to Cow. Me and Cow at the Minecraft Championship. Sure. I have to send him this. Oh, here's more pins. And oh, this one's holographic. Interesting. All right, and then I'll show you my V cards that I got. I've never heard of, honestly, but I thought they were cool. They had them on the table for free, so I got a bunch. Some of them are in plastic. And then I got these Night Ren because it was like the release. I got these stickers, which are cool. I haven't played it yet. I don't want to buy it until I finish DLC. Oh, look, I got this cat sticker too from that place, that charity. All right, and then I got this poker chip. You could play, you scan the code. I don't even know where I grabbed this from, because when I scanned the code after TwitchCon ended, it said, sorry, this code is expired. So that happened to 3 companies, which I think is very, very lame. Like, if you put this much effort into putting a QR code on your product for people to see it, people are going to a convention. They're not going to be like, I'm going to use my phone right now and look this up immediately. We have this bag that we're carrying around collecting all of this stuff from all these vendors and buying stuff, souvenirs and stuff. Like, we're going to check it out after TwitchCon, whether it's the day of or after. And all these QR codes didn't exist anymore. Why are your companies cheaping out on doing a temporary QR code? Make this your website. Make it your link tree. Like, why would you do that? I don't understand. So whoever's company that is, that's gone. I couldn't look it up. I don't know why I kept it. Like, I clearly thought it was cool for a reason. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys this patch, but this was on my lap. Got the sunglasses. Okay, let me put these stickers back. The pins. Okay. I took the pictures out. And I put this one back. And then I'll show you the V cards. Right. So, let's see if it will work. This is called Snack Cat. And it's just a cute little kitty. And that's why I got it. I'll tell you guys why I got it. I got this one. This is called Battle Cry. I got him because he looks like Avatar: The Last Airbender, also like One Punch Man, also like me in my cosplays. I thought that was cool. This one, Demonite. I was like, this guy looks like a little Pokemon. I want to get him. He looks squishy. So I got that guy. I got this one. This is called the Reaper, just because she looks like a baddie. And I was like, okay, I need this one. Mind you, this was take one card only. But there was a big table, thousands of cards, thousands, not even hundreds. There's cards everywhere, on the floor too. So who cares? Not a lot of people even seen it. It's not like there was a sign like, hey, take a free card. It was just like cards everywhere. I thought this guy was showing his collection at first, and then people were taking them, and I was like, oh, and then someone was like, take one. And I was like, all right. I just took a bunch. I should have took more though. I got this one. It's called Haze. I thought this one looked cool because it's kind of like yin and yang type of thing, but it kind of looked like Studio Ghibli vibes, or Ghibli. I still don't know how I should say it. I think it's Ghibli. I just don't like the way it sounds when I say Ghibli. And then I got this guy. His name is Bro, but he looks like BMO to me. So I was like, wow, it's like a BMO character. And I love BMO so much. So I got him. And this one says Meat. And I thought it was just funny because she looks like, what's her name from Avatar: The Last Airbender? The Earthbender. I feel like her name starts with a T. I could be wrong. But yeah, it kind of looks like her, and I thought it was kind of funny. But also because there's trees, you know? I like plants and stuff. Anyways, that's like my TwitchCon experience. I know I didn't really talk about day 2. Day 2 was more just like I was relaxed. I didn't have so much anxiety. I was just chilling, basically. I was just like, all right, this is it. You know, this is last day. Just make the most of it. I don't remember the activities I did because we went late again, because we had breakfast at Roast, because Roast is great. I also like that they have a punch card program. So since we were there for a week, we had all these coffees. The last day we were there, we got free coffee. So I was like, hell yeah, brother. But we started a new punch card with 3 more coffees and lost it. So hopefully someone picked it up and was like, yep, free coffee for me. But yeah, it was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I would like to go to TwitchCon California though, even though this whole thing was about me not going to California because it's too expensive. I'll wait until I become Twitch partner to do it though. Or if I can afford it sooner. But yeah, like it was just more affordable. I've wanted to see Amsterdam for a while. I was like, at least I can do a 2-for-1 combo, seeing Amsterdam and going to TwitchCon, going to see my European friends. I was like, hey, y'all can meet up here, you know, whatever. So I thought that was nice. And I would do it again, and I will do it again. Maybe hopefully next year I can go. I don't want to say even maybe not next year. Hopefully I can afford it, but I don't care. I'm going to be delusional with all my goals. I'm going to say I'm going to be Twitch partner. I'm going to be able to go to both Twitch cons, be able to travel and pay off my debts and my bills and have enough to save and enjoy my life. That's what I'm going to hope for, and that's going to be my goal. And I'm going to write it down and I proclaim it. But yeah, I know we're like literally an hour and 38 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about the stuff that I wanted to get into. So I'm gonna see. My number one. Did y'all know podcasts have scripts? Hey guys, I already talked about that, so let's go down that list. All right, update. No Patreon. I did go through that one. Like I said, if I can make free content to help people, that would be great. If I get paid for it in the end, that would also be great. But my primary focus is not going to be an income from this. It's just to help people. Just like my volunteer work. I like to help people. Oh, this is like some deeper stuff. I guess I could wait for this for next time. Oh, I did put TwitchCon and travel, so I got that down the list, which is nice. And yeah, there's a lot more deeper stuff, so we can save that for next episode, so I don't have to get a little bit stressed out, since we already are an hour and 40 minutes in. I did want to mention stuff about the fire department. I think I'll start talking about it next time. And then just like Florida stuff and some other insecurities that I didn't finish talking about from last episode that we can go into. and like why it's so hard for me to be on camera and stuff. But yeah, I think that's like a good way to leave it for you guys. I do want to talk about like my life after being fired from my job and all the financial struggles. So I think it's good just to go into it next time. So this is more of a like lighthearted episode. Maybe I'll try my best to make it more lighthearted. Maybe I won't do it all next time with all the stuff that's still on my list that I want to do from last time. But it's good that we got to talk about something else and not too serious. Talk about some good memories, not just the bad, and yeah, just feel good overall. Nicer stuff. The other update I have for you guys, I just got in the mail was ASOS Ramen. Hey, this is non-sponsored. None of this has been. So if any of y'all brands want to reach out, please reach out. I really like it, guys. I really like it. I like cup of noodles. Like I used to like live off of that. I did a little TikTok for you guys, so you guys can see that on TikTok. I grew up in Florida having like ramen. I always called it ramen. I got bullied for it. I stopped calling it ramen. Now I call it ramen. I used to also call whipped cream wolf cream. Hey, it is what it is. But anyways, I did a little review and I think it's good. So if you guys like cup of noodles and you want to support your boy Queso, go support Queso. And I'd love to have a case. So if they could send me a case for free, that would be great. It's beef in mushroom flavor and it's a little bit spicy and it's great. Yeah, I used to literally eat cup of noodles and ramen every day because I was so poor. It was the cheapest thing you could buy. I used to work at a grocery store and it was like between 55 cents and like less than $1, like 85 cents between cup of noodles and different packs of ramen. So I would try new ones. Sometimes I would stick with cup of noodles, like other times just because it was easier to throw it in the microwave, even though you're not supposed to. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Like I wanted to tell you guys this story. I guess I could talk about it next time, but I just think it's funny because sometimes going back to the influencer and the influencer thing and the oversaturation of content creation and just like not needing to have big equipment. Like I want to go back to that. So I think the thing is I'm happy that there's so many people that want to be content creators and they think it's a job now, because when I was like a kid and I was like, yeah, I want to do YouTube, and you get laughed at. Even now you're still getting laughed at, but now people actually profit off of it. Like Queso, for example, changed his life. I hope that would do that to me too. So it's just a crazy change to see the world differently, and since 2011 of me watching content creators and even before 2011. But just remembering my first subscriber, but I definitely feel like I subscribed to other people before that. But the thing is anyone can be a content creator. Anybody can be a good content creator. You don't need to have big, good equipment to be a good one. You can take it from me. Content creation has nothing to do with where you are, what camera you have, what microphone you have, what lighting you have. Anything to do with that. It has to do with you at the end of the day. And that's what point I was kind of trying to make with the influencer thing. I know there's different ways of making content creation style. And that's what I want to showcase in this podcast too. Having it raw and unedited is nice because you can see everything like behind the scenes and just my whole thought process. And it just feels like my Twitch stream, just I don't have anybody there, just distracting my already distracted thoughts. But it gives me more of a space where I feel comfortable to talk more openly without feeling judged, because it's a kind of different feeling, because Twitch stream, you're getting judged in real time. YouTube, you're getting judged a little bit later on. And I don't feel like the pressure of someone just having a back and forth conversation. I can speak more openly. But anyways, it's nice that there's so many people doing it. But with that being said, I feel like if I can give any advice, like be yourself and do it with purpose. And I know that sounds kind of like redundant because of course people are doing it purposeful, but like I think what makes you more personable and attracts more viewers is just being yourself, and a lot of people are afraid to do that. And I think a lot of the issue is a lot of people want to be like the big streamers, and instead of being their self, to become a big streamer. Like they use, let's say, Kai Cenat as the blueprint, and then they'll just do everything that he did. And yes, sometimes that works for other people, but with that being said, be yourself, because he was himself, and that's how he got there, and that's his personality. Don't take his personality and think that's how I have to be a big streamer. And that's what kind of like my streams are, as well as my podcast, all my Twitch content creation is me being myself. Because I've seen a bunch of different people do it 100 different ways, and all these people have these YouTube videos and videos online, how to be the best Twitch streamer. If you're doing this, you're not doing it right. What you need to do, and how to talk to your chat, and all these other things. It's just honestly overwhelming. And I would study these videos, and I would try to do these videos. I would try to do these things because I wanted to be the best Twitch streamer I could be, if I could speak English. And the thing is, doing all that stuff limited me. It literally, like, me listening to do all these things to do it good, because then people will come, made me a worse streamer and pushed people away, actually, because people are tired of the same old shit, dude. Be yourself. Make something unique. Do something that will attract people to come in. Now, I've heard many times, Ludwig has said it, other creators have said it, do the yoink and twist. Take something does, twist it, and make your own. And I recommend that to an extent, kind of. But in the same time, do something different. I think that's what I'm trying to do here too. It's like, yes, I have regular Twitch streams of gaming content, but when people talk about more serious topics in my chat, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to talk to them. That's okay. A lot of big streamers just ignore it, and then they're just like, anyways. And maybe that's because they don't feel comfortable talking about those things. Maybe it's just because they just want to stick to being on brand. And that's the whole influencer thing. It's always like, high energy, yappy, let's do something crazy. Get ready with me and do this. I'm going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And chat this, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Should I talk to them, chat? Should I do this, chat? Blah, blah, blah. Stop. Just chill. It doesn't have to be high energy, yappy, like upbeat, just all the time. Like, you sound like a fucking AI robot, bro. Just chill out. Be yourself. Like, if you are that high energy, it's different. That's what I'm saying. If it's Kai Cenat being high energy and that's his personality on and off camera, that's him. If that's a persona he made up, that's him. I wouldn't know. I never met him, but I'm just saying that's him. Not every single Twitch streamer and every single content creator needs to have that energy to be seen. Just because you've seen a couple of creators get their uprising that way doesn't mean that's the only way to get there. That doesn't mean that's the only way to be a content creator. And that's why I love Queso, as well as Vanilla Mace, and like a few other big streamers, even small streamers, that they just be themselves, and they just are. And yes, they are loud, and yes, they are upbeat in moments, but they are not like carrying that energy up to here at all times. And like, for me, like, I really resonate with that because, number one, I go through hormonal issues as well as depression, anxiety, just like having panic attacks. I need to like feel good because of my pain. I take edibles. Like, my energy is like down here. Yes, I get excited sometimes. Yes, I get like literally raging in Elden Ring sometimes. But like, I can't be staying raging at 100 the whole time. I can't be like, people are always like, what's your category? What's your niche? Are you a rage streamer? Are you like just doing food content? Are you just high energy? Like, there's literally content categories within categories, and just limiting yourself to all these categories is limiting your viewership, and people are going to find you. So for anybody who's out there that is wanting to get into this world, or even in this world, and need any advice, I would just say, do something that's you, and do something that has some sort of meaning behind it, because that's what makes it more personable, and that's what makes it more attractive to the eye. I've seen so many creators, like I said, do the thing, and I myself did it too, where I just watched those videos and try to do it back. And I did that for like the first 6 months of my streaming, And after like just becoming affiliate, I was like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Like, and I feel like a lot of small streamers are taking advantage of many companies that try to want to do partnerships for you, like doing brand deals for games because people get excited and they want to get paid. I'm one of them. Or that they just want to like try to get viral because they want to like be something or show something off or change something in the world and they want to get out there and they're trying to clip farm. And I think I feel like it's like kind of cringe and like people can tell. And it's like, if you want to clip farm, do that on your own time and then post it. Don't do it on a live stream. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like Queso pretended like he was streaming, and that one clip he made while he was streaming, his personality, he became viral, and that's how he got where he got. He has videos on it. But with that being said, be authentically you when you're doing something like that. Don't just do something that someone else did and it worked for them, and that's the exact same way you got to do it. So that's what I mean by that. I watched so many videos of it that way, and it's like, oh, you have to have chat on screen. Don't put too many things because people get distracted. Have your camera at this size because it makes people attracted to the eye. Make sure you only stream for this many hours. Make sure you play these games because these are the popular games. Use these tags because this is how the algorithms find you. Do this, that, and the other thing. Just fucking stop. Do whatever you want, dude. Do what makes you happy. Do something that has an impact. Do something that separates you from everybody else so you can be unique in this world. And that's what kills me about influencers, is that so many people want to be influencers and have a voice, but they're not using their voice. They're taking someone else's, making it their own personality, and then they're just spitting out the same thing over and over again. And it's like, stop. Why are you doing that? Like, ask yourself, why are you doing this right now? Maybe that's a controversial opinion. Maybe it's just mine, but maybe this advice may help other people that are struggling right now. Again, take it from me, but you don't have to because I'm not there yet. But maybe I will be one day, and this advice will be so valid that I was before my time. I don't know. It will be a time capsule for you all. On August 24th, 2025, Shrimp said this. Anyways, this has all been a learning experience with me, and that's why I want to share it with you all in this podcast, as well as my past experiences of being on Twitch. And I was going to share that in the next episode, I feel like. So I'm gonna leave it there for you guys. Just do whatever you want, be you, have fun. Just having fun is the most important thing. Like, in this drab, mundane world we live in, do something that makes you happy. Do something that has an impact for yourself or others. Do something that means something to you or others. Do something meaningful. Help a charity. Do something. Just make it you. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I don't want to get into any more topics just because we got to save it for next time. Every time I start an episode, I'm so anxious and I'm just like, oh, it's an hour long. What if I run out of things to talk about? And now I'm just like, can you shut the fuck up? We're almost 2 hours deep. We're an hour and 53 minutes and 35 seconds deep. Just end it here. But then I think of more things. So I'm stopping. Okay. Please like this video, subscribe. If you enjoyed my content, tell your friends about me. What I do in my Twitch streams, I'm always like, hey, if you guys actually like me, please tell 5 people, because those 5 people may like it, and tell 5 more people, and then 5, and then 5, and that's how we build a community, 5 at a time. So here are my other socials. I have more than this. My link tree is definitely going to be posted with this, so hit the link tree. I appreciate all your love and support. It literally means the world to me. Like I said, if this even helps one person, I'm doing something, and that makes me happy. If this doesn't help anybody at all, I'm helping myself at the end of the day, because this is also healing me on the inside. But my goal is to help at least someone. And I know I've had a lot of positive feedback in my Twitch streams and encouragement to do this, and that's why. And maybe one day my Twitch stream and podcast will link up. Right now, the people on my Twitch stream don't know about you guys, and right now you guys don't really know about my Twitch stream. So if you guys can like link up and be like, hey, I'm going over to Twitch stream, I'm gonna support our other socials, I'm gonna check it out. That would be amazing. If not, that's fine. You can guys keep consuming this content. That's great too. All right, like and subscribe. Support your local shelters, especially the Pound. I know I don't want to support the Pound because of what they're doing, but it's government funded anyway. We'd have to make bigger changes with petitions with the government to just be like, hey, stop putting down animals. Just give them to shelters, and they should use the money that they're euthanizing people, not people, sorry. They're euthanizing the animals with, and take that funding and pay to open up shelters that will make these animals be adopted or give them vet visits or whatever, or use their own funding to do the same thing. Old adoption stuff. Don't put down the animals. House the animals and take care of them. Euthanization costs a lot of money. Like, bro, stop killing the animals. Just help them out. Let them find homes. Take care of them. Get them the help they need. Anyways, you guys could please do that. There's other charities I support that's in my link tree if you want to support them. All of them are not listed. I can't do all the charities, but just support a local charity even if it's not one I believe in. I always just say it's good to give back. If it feels good and it helps other people and it's important. And if there was more people in this world that could give, it's anybody who's rich that's not giving already. If all those people in the world that were multimillionaire, billionaire people gave even 1% of their stuff to the people in need, there'd be a lot less people that have issues, a lot less people that would be hungry, a lot less people that would have, or a lot more people that would be having homes, a lot less people that have diseases. Like there would be like research for diseases, like especially my own, like my own thing I struggle with, like the cysts in my spine, the syrinxes. They have their own foundation that's in my link tree. If they had more funding, maybe there would be more research and maybe there would be more answers for me with what goes on, or there would be more people that get help, like a whole program like St. Jude's. Like I always support St. Jude's, those families that are living with kids that have cancer, because that is so hard for them to have to go through that. And I've sat through like speeches of St. Jude's, and you guys should listen to what they do to help those families pay their own debts outside of St. Jude's, as well as giving them housing on their property to give people the cancer treatments to their children. And a lot of these people go through a lot of financial difficulties outside of just the cancer treatments. For any cancer societies, not just St. Jude's, but just do your research. Make sure it's a nonprofit. And yeah, just donate. Always donate. Give back to God. Give back to other people that need it. Give back to the animals. Give back to this earth. There's literally saving anything. There's always something to preserve and help. Okay, that is all, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day. Have a great week. If you're watching this at work, have a great work day. I know it's hard, but you're going to get through it. If anyone's struggling with your mental health, please get help. You got this. It's going to be okay. God's got this. I'll be praying for you all. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. All right, bye.